Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Today's reading, well, this is a collective read for any and all. These are going to be healing messages to all of the seekers, the healers, the empaths, and the listeners, the indulgers. So stick around for your August messages 2025. Let's just see what they are. What is it that you need to hear? You have support in this life. You're independent. Focus on your independence. And building blocks of the universe. I am light, pure divine essence. So that's what you're building right now. And you're taking the steps. You're seeking the support that you need. You're free. You have your freedom, but you're independent in building your support system. And there you are. You're being supported by the universe at this time, finding your tribe, your support in this life. I am light, pure divine essence, and that's the energy that you're carrying now, and those that are surrounding you. So it's good that you're finding those of like mind, and if you haven't found them, maybe it's time to consider keeping your options open. Let's see, what is the main message or the overall energy of the read for anyone listening? 3 cards. We have a romantic connection and self-love, as well as, okay, beautiful possibilities. All you have to do is love yourself, and that's when a romantic connection is coming in for you. There could be a romantic connection. In this deck, the romantic connection is like a very inviting card. It's not speaking of heartbreak, and it's like telling me that a union is coming in for you, or a connection, a romantic connection is coming in for you because you have done the work. You're healed, and you don't forget to practice self-love when this union comes in, and because your heart is just filled with beautiful possibilities. All that you have, this feels like someone has been manifesting a romantic partner, and the manifestation came through the actual healing process, like going, it doesn't really, you like, romantic partnerships will come up, but there'll be more, like attachments than connections, and this is a connection coming in for you, so that's really good to see. Let's see, what else is it that you need to hear? But this is the overall main energy of this message, and it's divine. The essence of this is divine love, and you may meet them through your community. Maybe you've been seeking, like, I don't know, maybe there's something that a group of people that maybe you attend, whether it's a class or whatever, that helps you to nurture yourself. It could be anything, any kind of class. It could be something creative. It could be therapy. It could be just a group of friends. It could, whatever it may be. It could be a 12-step program. Wherever you go, where the group that you have attracted into your life by healing yourself is how they're very significant in this portion of the reads. That's why I had expressed not to forget that, like, do everything that you've done, but it feels like this person is entering through those connections. So say yes to everything if you desire that. Let's see. That's beautiful. There's only 13 cards in the deck, and I think y'all got like the 3. I'll show you the rest. Let's see. Grounding yourself, calling on your spirit guides, and soundtrack. Maybe you're listening to healing music that helps you ground yourself or connect you with, maybe you're doing like guided meditation to meet your spirit guide. Whatever. it's working for you. It helps you ground yourself through meditation and prayer, and music, though. Prayer, meditation, music, it's all good. It's all wonderful for the healing spirit. So get out, barefoot and all, and go walk in the grass, the dirt. Put your hands in the dirt. Go plant a tree. Put your headphones on. Listen to some music. Go outdoors in the morning and meditate. It's beautiful. Even if it's still dark out, get up at the wee hours when God comes a knock and answer in prayer. Enter into prayer when you wake up, especially if it's that 3 a.m. call. That's God. Don't let people tell you that's the devil. All right? That's God saying, hey, wake up. You're on a mission. Get your ass up. Let's enter into prayer. Pardon my mouth. Inner wisdom. This is what your guides are giving you, and you're so grateful for it. It's almost like somebody's in does somebody make worship music of some sort? And it doesn't have to be like, religious. Take religion out of this, but like worship music of some sort, just musically inclined and being given guidance and inner wisdom through prayer and meditation by your guides, and really just, it's very uplifting though. So yeah, go ahead, ground yourself, because this is a really good time for you. But don't forget your daily maintenance, right? If you pray every day, if you enter into prayer, if you connect with your guides, if you take nature walks, if you listen to music, whatever it is that, makes you feel this stinking good, where you can lift yourself up, but this is where you put in a position where you can lift up others, okay? Accept that you are healed, okay? Healed. It's not always like you sometimes you just need to maintain, right? The maintenance of the spiritual principles that you have learned along the way. It's not always that, like, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? Especially if you've been working on yourself for a while. Accept that you are healed and enter the next phase of putting that into practice and reflecting on it and cleaning up any areas that may, maybe they collected a little bit of debris along the way that, you just need a little house cleaning. But I just wanted to show you these. We have like boundaries, cut the cord, red flag, learn more about each other, sacred friendship, step back, as chemistry, karmic relationship, release desire to control, and allow divine timing. And that's the entirety of the deck. So I think you got like the three really radically good cards here, and I'm just going to continue on. It's time to enter into prayer and lift your hands up to receive. And some of you are, worship that way. That's a great way if you enter into like dance. It's just a great way. I'm saying the music, but if you move your body, it's a great way to release some energy, And once you release the energy, then you can receive the new energy to come in. This is just this inner knowledge, this inner knowing that the time is now for you to enter into a romantic connection, and all of the beautiful possibilities out there for you, how to attain that, how to receive it, and how to keep it. Initiate. This may be longing, right? And truth. So you have, initiate yourself if, anoint yourself. You are healed. You are chosen if that's what you desire, but you have been initiated anyway, probably by your spirit guides here. And it's something that this longing for truth that you've desired is coming to you. You have it now. Speak your truth, right? There's something that you've desired now. You just have to accept it. What is it that you've been longing for? Go after it. You have clear vision is coming, and set boundaries. Don't forget to set boundaries within your romantic relationships, okay? It's important. Let's see. Okay. Detach. Okay? From old ways of thinking, detach and receive, because here you're awakening to the truth, right? You've been longing for something, but you don't need to stay in that state anymore. You need to become in the state of receiving, okay? Let go of whatever it is. Whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in the past, where you don't want to take a step forward. I feel fear. Just establish boundaries right from the beginning. What you will accept, what you won't accept, because you have the answers within. You already know. You've been picked. You've been picked by the thorns. You've been picked by the cactus. You've been burned by the flame. Okay, it's time to move forward because you have the truth. You are healed. Speak it, sing it, say it out loud. You're listening to it, you know it, somebody spoke it to you. I feel like this is a guided meditation or something. Okay. But what are you awakening to? The absolute truth. Maybe if you detach from things that that old mindsets and things of that nature, and partnerships, sometimes you have to, from people as well, people, places, things, situations, just separate yourself. That's all, so that and be grateful for it. If somebody detaches from you, or if you have to detach, just be grateful for it, because it's there for a reason. God's protection is ugly sometimes. It doesn't look pretty. I remember God's protection quite clearly, and I didn't know it was God's protection, though, until many years later, and that was in 8th grade. Our house burned down. It was a terrible experience. We were displaced for about a year. But when we got back into our home, I had a whole new bedroom. God eliminated a place of fear, a place where I couldn't rest, where only nightmares dwelled, and destroyed it completely. And when I walked back into my room, it was in a whole new location. I had, it was all new. So it was a brand new space. That's God's protection. But like I said, sometimes it's ugly. And that was a very challenging year. It was kind of a year that my entire family fell apart. For what? To protect a child. So don't underestimate God. I'm going to move into the phase of your love messages. Anybody dealing with love, I'll give some love and Cupid messages, and I think I may end with some pet messages for anyone who's interested. Let's see, what are your messages for August? Love. What are the love? Since this is the romantic connection, right? Let's pull some love readings with all of these beautiful possibilities. That's showing me that people are coming in and they're being honest with you. You need to be able to discern and know the truth, but it's what you've been longing for. Okay, here we go. The reason why is, well, there's been heartbreak, discontentment, and drifting apart. Second thoughts, weighing options, and anxiety. Well, this seems like a completely separate read for people who are already in love and have started something with someone and maybe having some second thoughts, because maybe they're just not as close as one desired. But the craft seems like it could be a longer term relationship where someone's feeling like maybe they are heartbroken, right? And having doubts about this person, or the discontentment is creating anxiety here. But somebody's weighing their options. Okay, so there's children. And there could be maybe the children and the parenting details are what's creating the doubt, and the children and the responsibilities thereof are someone's drifting apart from their spouse due to, you know, parenting, but others are having doubt and believing that, you know, they're going to be left heartbroken. Some are heartbroken because they've been manipulated by someone who was playing games with them. That would be probably to the person in the very beginning, where like you're just having second thoughts because somebody, you know, is a player. We have avoidant behavior and ghosting, escaping. Yeah, somebody, and they're going to become a thing of the past. All right, there's a bunch of different messages here, is because I would imagine there's more than one person here for love. So take what resonates. If you're not dealing with a player and haven't been manipulated and heartbroken, this message isn't for you. All right. And then the other message is that like somebody's having those second thoughts and like either has been ghosted or is considering just like, you know what? They're a player and I'm just going to get out of Dodge. They don't deserve my explanation and I don't need closure. You're a player. You're manipulating me. You already hurt my feelings. So I'm out. I don't owe you anything at this point is what it feels like. Like, you know, like it doesn't feel like they come in and they're playing. They may ghost. You may be ghosted by this player energy, but I feel that this is like, I'm just going to take control and get out of here and feel like, you know, before it's done to me type of energy, because maybe you do have a child there, or there's inner child healing where the person up here in the beginning who has practiced self-love, you know, has already healed their inner child. They're comfortable. Well, and continue to nurture their inner child and allow that to grow, right? We have nostalgia, memories, ex, stuck in the past. Somebody's stuck on their baby mama or baby daddy. All right, but it's just memories, and somebody may be stuck. All right, someone's has avoidant behavior and avoids getting into a relationship because of their ex, because they were dogged out. This person did have children with them, or it was like somebody was acting extremely infantile. They could have been older than you. Like, I mean, by a certain degree, not a couple of years or something, but they're a thing of the past, and they all right, let's see where you can go from here. If this is your story and it's like, where do you go from here? Well, to be honest, if this is connected to the first read, it's like that's probably why this detaches here, and you know, detach from that old energy of this person, because you're still thinking about the ex. You want to move on and you're exploring all these possibilities, but there's somebody still coming up in your energy. You're still playing the old tapes. You're still thinking about them, and I get it. You know, that will linger. That longing, it will linger as long as you stay in it, and you don't need to, because there's something really beautiful set up for you as far as a romantic connection coming, someone that you'll be able to establish boundaries with, you know, and clear boundaries, and be honest and upfront right from the beginning, because you know the truth. You also know that this person from your past was no good for you, and you don't desire really to go back there. For on the board here. You don't really desire to go back, but they're still in your energy, and it can get you stuck, and start questioning and doubting what the potential of the new that comes in. Let's see. But there are people that are still like in it right now, like in something right now. That feels more new, where somebody entered into something is just like, nope, I'm out. You know, I'd rather just get out of this. before it even begins to build into anything more for someone else. But well, for the other person, it's really going back and just feeling all of this emotion for someone that you had, even if it wasn't like a legal marriage, it was an established relationship that produced children. Yeah, they had a choice. You were definitely family. We have 11 pentacles and competition. If you are looking for financial here, you're going to be faced with an option. It looks like you're going to beat the competition. You have more than what the competition, than your competition, just FYI. So if you're going for a job, or even if you're playing the tables, or whatever, if you're competing in some kind of way and there's a monetary gain or a material reward at the end, whatever it may be, you may be competing for a home, or like like a house, a mortgage or something. You could be competing for, you have what it takes. All right, here we go with 8 more pentacles. There's an option at work. Is this like an option of working for a family or working alone, with the Hermit here? Whichever way you go, you're going to be successful. All right, so you already know. Now, as far as relationships, there's a repetitive pattern that's going on, and you're going to spend some time alone before you really come into this 10 of Pentacles. While you spent this time alone, you were in this space where, like, I don't want to fight for anybody's love. I'm not competing for your love. If I'm in a relationship with you, there's no choice, right? There's the two in the relationship is me and you, and that's it, right? I'm not competing for anyone's love. I'm putting up boundaries. I have boundaries established for myself now. I'm not putting up with any repetitive patterns. I'm not going to go round and round and take the hard knock life. No, I have 20 pentacles combined. I already made the decision. God brought me out of the dark. He showed me what my purpose is, and it is true abundance, family, being established. But it is the lesson. That's the lesson that you learned from becoming the Hermit. You worked on, it seems like maybe you worked on this, like, listen, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be a part of 3, come correct or don't come at all. I learned my own repetitive patterns. I learned what family means to me. I learned what it is to be rooted, what I want from a union. And this person may have kept these hidden, right, for a moment, but they're no longer hiding anymore. I think just as this person went through the internal healing, maybe did a lot of journaling and writing, or art even, with this headphones over here in the soundtrack, maybe like music, people, poetic music, something along those lines. And that was very therapeutic. And that's how you kind of wrote yourself out of the problem and learned how to establish these boundaries and how to detach yourself and into the solution, which brought you a great awakening and where you're able to see the truth. So that's what I have. I will throw you some Cupid Says because they're so darn cute. Why wouldn't I? For you. Oh. Let's throw. Okay. Well, I got them backwards, but this one wanted to flip. Not if I can help it. Right? And absolutely not. You know what? You're not going to backtrack. These repetitive patterns, this person from the past, even though they're still coming up in your energy, you still have fond memories of a relationship that is just expired. And they dogged you out, even though you still have fond memories of someone from your past, right? That was disloyal and played games and took up way too much of your time, right? And broke your heart. Well, you're not going back there. It's not if I can help it, and absolutely not. So let's see more messages. What does Cupid have for you? Wait for me. They're coming. So we'll pull 3 more. I feel so guilty. That's that player showing up, the one that you're still thinking about. That's probably why they're still in your energy. I feel so guilty. I love you more. Take it. Take it. I don't know who it's for, but take it. Oh, pet messages. I'll be back. I just want to grab another oracle. Okay, well, I couldn't find the oracle, but let's just put a message for a pet message. Let's see. Anyone who's recently lost a pet or just desires a message from their pet. Maybe they haven't crossed over. I don't know what the message will be. I'll let you know when it shows up. Let's see. Pet messages. I felt like someone lost a puppy, a dog, recently, earlier. But they were like family, and and you're so beautiful. They brought so much happiness, and it's time for change. Their message to you is that they feel like family. This is the 4 of Wands, and this is the Sun, that you are their life. Like, you are their life, like everything. You are their energy, their life force, their foundation, their family, and they feel so very alive and lucky to be with you. So fortunate and happy. You are a very good pet owner. Kudos. So that's all they want to express to you. If this is someone that has crossed over, just know that they are here by your side still, and all of the energy still applies. Some of you, did somebody saying, okay, there's so many sunflowers in all of these cards. Is it just a staple? No, something to do with sunflowers, because it's in all of those cards, and it's not through all of the deck. But sunflowers, maybe this puppy or animal, pet, maybe you sung "You Are My Sunshine." Maybe if you want to see the cards more closely, they could have a significant meaning. Maybe every time that you're around them, maybe you plant them, maybe they used to go out, but there's a significance to sunflowers, and they usually come up in August. I'm just saying. And more sunflowers. I wouldn't know the significance of sunflowers to you and your pet, or what that message would mean, but it could be very significant to you. Anyway, just know that they are so pleased, if anyhow, even that, and that they are still happy, even, and their transition was great, and it was like exactly on time. Some have transitioned and gone through that change, and that too was their life was full. So I feel like this was a pet that lived a long life. Yeah. All right. So, anyhow, they have, some say it's the rainbow bridge. I just wanted to say, like, God's in control and God's got your fur baby, your pet.